What's going on, everyone? Today I'm going to be bringing you along while I change the oil on my 2004 Volkswagen Jetta. It's a TDI, you know, got the diesel engine in it, 1.9, 5-speed manual. In the owner's manual, like, the oil that you're supposed to use for this one is pretty specific. So I was just going to bring you guys along while I change the oil, show you what I do in case anyone has questions. Because, I mean, changing oil is something everyone can do, but you want to make sure you're doing it right. So make a little video and people can see me doing it. So before I change the oil, I let the car warm up. Helps the oil come out quicker. And so that's what I'm going to do now, is warm it up for about 5 to 8 minutes. Alrighty, so I was talking about a specific oil, and this is the only thing I could find in my local AutoZone and my local Walmart was this 5W40 European vehicle, full synthetic. Specifically says to get this 50501 with the Volkswagen branded next to it. It says that in the owner's manual, and this is the only brand that I could find with it. And I mean, I'm happy with the brand Vaseline. I couldn't find anything else. And then this was the only filter for the vehicle that was in between AutoZone and Walmart. And then obviously you're going to need your jacks, stands, and your jack. I have this turkey baster, it's optional. This is going to be for sucking the oil out of where the oil filter is. Now I'm going to pull up the car and jack it up. Alright, so you'll want to jack up the car right here under the rocker. You'll see it's like reinforced. And then it'll be the same thing on the other side. Alrighty, now that we got the car jacked up enough for us to get under, you're gonna open up the hood, and you're gonna want to crack the dipstick just to let the more air go through. And you're gonna pop off this. Same thing, you can just keep it on there, let air go through. Fine. I'll have to take off this cover before I can get to the oil pan. So mine, to get the cover off, taking one of these star nuts, and I'm just gonna take off all these little bolts, and then there's some going along there, so that's what I'm gonna do. Alright, I got all the bolts off, and there was a piece zip tied holding this plastic cover on. Alright, so this is what your drain plug is going to look like. So it's a size 19, and I'm going to get under here, make sure I got it on lefty-loosey. Alright, I finally got it broke loose. Don't drop this bolt in there. I mean, if you do, you can just fish it back out, and there we go. I'm going to let this drain for about 20 minutes, or until it stops dripping, to get as much as I can out of it. So I was being so specific with the oil, and like it, just because I mean, I want to put the right stuff in my car, so it says it right there also again. And now before I take off this filter, I'm going to wipe it down to try and eliminate how much dirt and stuff gets in there. So I'm going to get my drain pan and I'm going to bring it up here, that way, because this thing is full of oil that the filter has been sitting in. I'll show you guys, I'll lift it up a little, but you definitely want something to put it in. I've seen people get like 2-liter bottles because it be dripping like that. All right, I'm just gonna try and put this in the new filter box. Make these little as mess as possible. There we go. There's gonna be these rubber rings on here, and most filters come with new ones. I mean, they should. You should make sure your filter has a new one. I'm just gonna do my best to clean it out. And you need to make sure you put those rings in the same spot. I had to get some tweezers, but I'm gonna be throwing these away, so I'll just put them in there. And then I don't know if you guys could see, so I'll just show you again. There's a small one. Yeah. So this is where I said the turkey baster is optional, because show them inside there. I'm me personally, I want to suck all that out, and it makes me feel better, like I'm doing a better oil change. So that's what I'm gonna do. Just suck that. Put these new rings on here. This one. Thanks. I didn't want to put it against my shirt, so you put these on the very top lip. It's like bigger. Don't be putting it in between. It should fit on there nice and flush like that. And then your tiny one. Ouch, it's cold out here, everyone. I like how they gave me a red one so I can see. It should fit like that. So now, try and see in there. I know it's hard. This, it's got like grooves, okay? That's the top. This is the bottom. It'll fit on there, and it'll screw in there some. So you just have to kind of push up on it, and then it should get stuck. It should grab on there, and you'll be able to just hold it by the top. Now you want to make sure you got this aligned when you go in there. And it should screw on. Just keep screwing her on there. And then just hand tighten. Don't over tighten it like it was. A little snug. And there you go. You want to wipe your surface clean. That way you can tell if it's leaking oil later on. So I'm going to go ahead and put the plug back in it. You don't want to over tighten this. My torque wrench is only 1/2 inch drive, so just barely tight enough, you know, not barely, but just tight enough where you can get it off again. Wipe it down, make sure there ain't no oil. Now we're gonna go back up top. Alrighty, so you get your funnel. This takes 4.75 quarts, so it's gonna almost take all this right before all of it. Okay, so I tried to leave about 1/4 because it's only supposed to have 4.75. Oh, I'm gonna check the dipstick after I let it run for a little bit. So I'm gonna start her up. Okay, so I'm not sure what the last thing the GoPro got was, but it died. I checked the oil after letting it run. It's perfect right on the dime. I plan on posting more videos on my car. I want to do like a engine bay cleaning and how I do it, what I did. I want to get a lift on the car because it sits really low, and I want to drive it. I don't want to have to worry about cracking the oil pan. I want to get tint, throw some new wheels, paint the calipers, just a bunch of things that I want to log on YouTube with my car, and then like other people might want to do the same thing, and they can see how I did it, because these cars are awesome. So hopefully I helped someone out with the YouTube video showing you how to change the oil. And thanks for tuning in. Subscribe for more.